What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Slam Nest Podcast. I am your host, Superhero Joe, joined by my co-host, Mr. Ekis Colt, a.k.a. the man with the plan, a.k.a. the man with the beautiful beard, and our gracious moderator and dad of the whole pod, Dopehead Dennis, a.k.a. It Is What It Is, 98. I love saying that. That's my favorite part. We're missing Marshall this episode, but it's okay. My man's is he's a little sick. It's okay. We've all been there. Hey, babes, how y'all doing? Y'all all right?
Yeah, big chillin'.
Big chillin'. Posted. Straight
posted.
So I kind of wanted to just go through and piggyback off last episode where we were talking shows and I was getting ready to go to a show. I drove to Nashville with some friends. I got to go see Left to Suffer, Boundaries, Body Snatcher, and I've had some stories that I've been holding on for dear life.
To hear too.
So,
I wanted to ask it like during the streams, but I know you're just gonna say you were gonna hold on to
100%. Well, it wasn't anything crazy, but it was crazy to me. It might be crazy to the average listener. Who knows? So I go and pick up my buddy Bambi from the airport. Shout out Bambi and my buddy Mike. We drive to Nashville. We kick it with my buddy David. Shout out David. And we had a blast. We hung out with them the first night and we just drank. We were stupid. Saturday rolls around and we go to the gun range. We shoot a whole bunch of guns. If you're on my Instagram, I'm sure you saw
that shit.
That shit was so fucking I have never shot.
Quite literally.
I have never shot an assault rifle before. That shit, they were like, all right, David bought us a package or whatever and was like, y'all pick whatever guns you want. And I was like, what? Like pick whatever? So I shot an ACR, which is the smoothest gun I've ever shot. I shot
that's kid in the candy store shit.
Oh, dude, I had no idea how much I love guns. And then I shot a Evo Scorpion, which was really nice, an MP5, I can't remember, it was like a light machine gun that was belt fed, and you had to it was butterfly triggers, so you had to and you doing this shit. Fuck. I was too tall for it, so I had to squat down. I was doing this shit. It was really funny. And then the icing on the top of the cake, man, was I got to shoot a Barrett 50 cal. And man, that shit was so fucking scary. I was like, I'm gonna break my collarbone shooting this motherfucker. But they had a big ass suppressor on it, so it was safe. That was cool. Okay, yeah. Then all day Saturday, we traveled around Nashville. We ate good food. We got trashed. It was so nice to just not have any regular responsibilities, just to kind of get out. I don't really do that kind of thing often. Usually I have my daughter with me or my wife with me or whatever, and I have to maintain some level of non-idiocy, you know? Yeah. Sunday rolls around, we go to the show. I got to kick it with Taylor from Left to Suffer. That was cool. I got to drink a beer with him, which was fun. And I told myself I was going to go hard for Left to Suffer. I was going to go in that pit and I was going to have fun. And then everything else, I'd kind of just mingle, maybe have a few drinks. Yeah. At some point, Drunk Joe took over, okay? And by the time Left to Suffer's set was over, I went to his booth and I drank a beer with him. And then I went with some friends to the bar and they were like, hey, we got some shots for everybody. And I just wham, 2 shots. By the time Boundary set came in, a Jameson of whiskey.
That's important. It's important information. Critical information there.
It wasn't clear. If it was clear, I'd been naked all over the dance floor. So by the second song in Boundary set, I'm really feeling it. I got that warm feeling from the whiskey. I've got some beers in me. I bought merch. I was really feeling it. I was like, this is great. And I'm getting in there and I'm having fun. I start going in and I'm stage diving, doing all the thing, and it was fun. Nothing happened in Boundary set. I'm gonna be honest. Nothing happened. It was just I was really going in at that point. I was really starting to feel it. Body Snatcher starts and they open with King of the Rats.
Yeah.
There's Bambi's got the video somewhere. I jump up on stage and I what's up, bitch? Fuck you. And I'm ready to go. There was this tall dude. He was 6'4", 6'5". Very nice guy. Everybody in that pit too, by the way. Shout out all of you in Nashville that was at that show. Everyone was so fucking nice. Anybody fell down, people picked you up. If you got hit, hey man, my bad. You all right? You good? All that shit, right? So this tall dude, I think his name was Brandon. I can't remember. Very nice guy. I jump down from King of the Rats and I run in. It's my favorite thing to do is to just go back and forth from side to side and start pushing into people with my shoulders. Brandon catches me and hugs me almost. I'm like, oh, this is nice. And then proceeds to pick me up and spin me and use my legs as a weapon. I can't. I have never felt more aroused and scared at the same time in my life.
You were taken advantage of, my friend.
It was fun though. But I just remember I was wearing my big ass Doc Martens and I felt my boot go and just start smacking people, and I felt bad. And plenty of the normal show things happened. I got hit in the nose. Somebody elbowed me in the chest, punched right here in the cheek. Normal stuff. That's fine, But I mean, I did a lot of the same things too. A lot of kicks, a lot of punches. A lot of my favorite thing is to run up and put my hand on people and just start smacking the shit out of them. I was doing that to David all night. That was fun. The worst of it though. I can't remember the name of the song. I'll have to look into it. I can't remember the name of the song, but they played a song and I'm like, I can't remember the vocalist's name, but he was like, all right, I want everybody on stage and let's go crazy. It's the last song. And the entire band was playing their hearts out. It was great. And the entire touring bands, it was their last night for the tour. So everyone came out and showed support for the last song. And it was really funny because they were all shirtless and they were all dancing in the background. It was really funny. Yes. But everyone was going crazy. And I stage dive, crowd surf. And as I come down, some short dude is spin kicking and his boot catches me right in the mouth. And now you might be like, okay, that's not that bad. You got kicked in the mouth. Like, you probably have a busted lip. Dude, my shit was fucking rocked. I mean, like, if I smiled, all my white teeth red. Blood. I was spitting blood for like 40 minutes. I cut all of this up here on this top lip, and I cut like maybe like 2 or 3 teeth lengths worth of shit right here on my bottom. Like deep, very deep cuts. Like it really fucking hurt. And
I think people can understand getting smacked with a Nike is one thing, but getting smacked with a boot.
It was a boot. Yeah, motherfucker hurt. So I go and my head knocks back and I'm there on the ground and the dude picks me up and is like, hey man, are you good? You were already coming down by the time my leg was coming. Like, I'm so sorry. And he hugged me and I was like, yeah man, this is shows. I know what's up. Like, whatever. And but I'm spitting blood. Last song, my head is fucking ringing. I'm drunk. I'm trash. And so that's that. That was the Left to Suffer Body Snatcher Boundary show. It was fucking phenomenal though. I mean, every single band, I was really happy with what I heard. Like I got to kick it with Taylor, like I said. He was shooting videos with me, and there's that one where he was like, "What's up, bitch?" and he like says, "Fuck you." It was really fun. It was a good time. And
so so both of you guys went to essentially the same show, right? You got the same set list?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so it's the same tour, so it's basically the same setup. That's
the same.
interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
But you guys saw like the exact same show, just at a different venue. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately for me, I've never had the experience of going to a no barrier show.
Really?
California loves their barriers.
Oh, that's shitty. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, a good amount of the venues I go to, there is barriers, but there's some smaller ones that I had no idea. Intimate, more easier to get on stage.
We gotta get you out of
there. Besides like local hardcore shows, like the big shows that I've gone to, they've all had barriers. So
so
I experienced that.
We get done with the show. I say goodbye to everybody, and like I said, it's me, Bambi, and David, and my buddy Michael left a little bit earlier to go meet up with, because he has a lot of friends in Nashville. So he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go up to this bar. I'll meet y'all there after the show." We go up there. We walk up the street like a block or two. And again, my mouth is bloody. I'm spitting up blood. I'm in a lot of pain. The adrenaline's starting to wear off. I usually go hard for one band when I go to the shows. Like Kubla Khan, I went hard for Kubla Khan. I was rocking with the Acacia Strain that night, but Kubla Khan was the band. I was like, I'm gonna get in that pit and I'm gonna be fucking stupid. This show, I went hard for every single band because it was just, it pulled you in. You couldn't help it. And I get to the bar and my buddy Mike's like, yo, Joe and everybody's here. What up? Hey, get some shots for them. And without hesitation, I didn't think about this. I take a shot of some really strong bourbon. Mouth all cut up to hell. It was the worst fucking pain. Ooh. It hurt. I want to say it hurt so good, but that would be lying. Like, it hurt so bad. I'll never do that shit again. And that was my Nashville weekend. It was incredible. It was fun. It was lovely to get away. I came back home, had a little bit of like a strep throat issue. I'm finally back to where I want to be for the most part. And then this last Thursday, I got the pleasure of seeing the headliner, August Burns Red, with Era and Like Moss the Flames. And that was a different experience. That wasn't really rowdy. Yeah. It was a lot of push pits. It was a lot of, crowd surfing. And that was all fun. I enjoyed that. It was a different environment. It wasn't as beat down as I would like it to be. Yeah. I would like, it was just a lot of big older white dudes just fucking burly as all hell pushing each other. So that was fun, I guess. But Like Moss the Flames
that
definitely
sounds like a different vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Like Moss the Flames though was my favorite because they were the most nostalgic, I guess, for me. One of those early bands I kind of got into that really kind of showed me that style of music that I really liked, and they were incredible. They put on an amazing performance. They played I Solemnly Swear, and I started crying. I was like, I love this fucking song. This is the best.
Yeah.
I never got to see
one of the first songs. Well, one of the first songs.
That was one of the ones that introduced me to them as well. And anything else they've put out, I enjoyed their sound so much.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd listened to Era before, but obviously I'd never seen them perform. They were incredible. The dude came out with like a bulletproof vest and was real fucking tough. Yeah. And bruh, that was really cool too.
That's strange. I don't think I've seen that side of Era because I've seen him live, but
he had like a bulletproof vest on or something that would stick like that.
It was a tactical vest,
something like that. You know what I mean?
Wear that.
I doubt that dude had plates in his vest. That would
probably
be
probably not.
It'd be very heavy.
August Burns Red was really cool to see. They played a lot of good shit. They played a lot of fun shit. It was crazy. Growlers, the bar here that we went, it's very tight, very small too. It has like a 300 capacity as well. And it was a lot of fun. It was good to kind of get out and see two different sides, because like I wasn't sore the day after that show. That was fine, and that was cool.
Exactly.
But I definitely got a little. I got rowdy. It was cool, and it's the subject matter of all of this is like it's so cool to see all these bands kind of getting back out there and not lose the things from COVID, like not lose their energy, not lose the vibe, not lose all of their strengths and all that. And it's really fucking cool to see that everybody's ready to dive back into it, head first. And I'm excited to see what other bands come around here locally, and I'm down to fucking travel and do some more stuff, like and travel to see whoever. Obviously, Spirit Box is one that's like on my list of bands I really got to go see. Crystal Lake, Graphic Nature. I'm so into them because of Dennis. There's a lot of bands, and it's just got me excited to see these bands go in the way they are now, and just see these crowds come back to life, and see this energy come back to life, and like no one lose that camaraderie. Like it was eye-opening to a certain sense, and it's just beautiful. It's so good to be back doing that kind of thing again, because I'm just telling Tave, like I cannot wait. Like whatever show comes through here again, I really just want to go and hang out. Like it's just a different vibe. It's a different scene. It's nice to get out of the house and do something. But
sure.
Over this hiatus though, I've missed y'all.
We missed you too, Joe.
I was telling Eric, I was like, I feel like I haven't talked to you forever. Where you been?
It's been a long week.
It really fucking has.
No, yeah, but I'm hyped too. I got 2 shows planned for this month. I got that same show that you went to with August Burns Red and Era and Like Moss the Flames. But I think I don't know why they weren't on your day, but on my day I'm gonna have Fit for a King there too. So
they dropped to go play something. I can't remember. They went to go play a city or two, like I think in Kentucky or something. I can't remember. But yeah, I was bummed about that because I was like, if they play fucking Backbreaker, it's a wrap for anybody near me. If I hear Backbreaker, it's over.
Bobby doesn't tour with them anymore, does he?
He was there. Sure. He was there because I know Bobby. I know Bobby pretty well. He used to be in another band called What We Do in Secret here in my local area. He ended up getting picked up by them. And he played with them at the Kentucky show because it was relatively close. I don't think he plays with them anymore though. Bobby's a good dude. I saw it on his Instagram and I was like, my fucking boy, just out there, just fucking ripping ass.
I always like that guy.
100%.
Yeah.
I always like that, Bobby. Good guy,
Tell you what.
Tell you what.
Dennis, you saw Citizen recently, didn't you? For your anniversary?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Please tell me about that. I need to know everything about that.
That was a lot different vibe. That was to celebrate mine and my lady's 7-year anniversary. It was literally on like the exact date in LA, so we had to go there. We had to go do that. It was like a must because we both love Citizen. And then Drug Church was the band before them, which I think I've showed Joe, but I don't know if Eric. I don't think you've heard of them that much. Even though I'm pretty sure you're one of your mods, Amy. I think she's like put some songs in Discord or something. So I think she's. I thought I would assume she would have showed you them, but I guess not.
She's privy to quite a bit, so yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
I like Amy. Amy added me on Discord the other day. She's a good one.
She is.
But yeah,
watch out.
That was a lot different.
Oh
god. That was a lot different of a crowd though. That was just mainly a lot of like crowd surfing, stage diving.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of moshing in one of the opening acts, Glitterer, who's pretty much like half of the old band Title Fight. Like I'm pretty sure it's like it's the bassist Ned and his brother. Yeah, Glitterer. And they
Glitterer?
Yeah, Glitterer. Yeah, and it's definitely a lot different of a vibe than Title Fight, but I'm pretty sure there's like some OG like Title Fight fans in the crowd, so they were like moshing whenever they came on. It was pretty cool to see.
That sounds dope. What about like did Citizen have that theatrical kind of vibe with them? Like everything I've seen on YouTube, it's always been like really crazy lights, smoke machines, like really intimate style. Like, did they do anything like that?
Not I wouldn't say not too much with like any smoke machines, but definitely the lights were pretty interesting. It was my second time seeing them, so it was kind of like a similar experience. I have not seen them,
and I want to so bad.
Yeah, no, they're great live. They put on a great set list too. It was pretty like a good amount of like new songs from the new album, and then like some oldie goodies.
There was a tour like I can't remember, maybe like 6-7 years ago. It was like them and co-headlining was Balance and Composure. And I wanted to go so fucking bad to Nashville, and I just couldn't make it out to that show. And I hate myself for it because both of them, I love both of them very much, and I would have had a blast at that. And I imagine it's just them serenading you for like fucking 45 minutes, and I want that. I just want to be told it's okay.
Yeah, they were on an insane tour lineup like a few years ago that I wasn't able to go to, but I wanted to. I think it was Citizen, The Story So Far, Movements, and Turnover.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fucking Movements.
It was insane.
Movements is good. Damn. So Story So Far.
Yeah.
Eric, I don't think we've talked about. We might have touched on it before, but like, what band would get you out of the house? Would get you like, man, I gotta go see this show?
Since you don't go to as many shows that much anymore, like, there's nothing that
you're just drive you out? Such a liar.
Damn.
There's nobody that you're like.
Look at that face. Look, you say nope.
That's crazy.
Well, there's many factors that go into that decision, though. It's like. We've talked about it before. Like that's one of my wife's fears is getting sick in the middle of a pandemic, which we have no idea when that's going to be over. Like for me, yes, of course, I don't want to get sick, and I have some predispositions that might affect me in a very negative way if I get it anyway. But I still I don't let that keep me from doing anything, But for my wife, like anything that I can do to not, to take some of the stress off of her, I'm going to do that. So. For this foreseeable future, I don't see myself going to any shows anytime soon.
Okay, let's talk hypothetical. I'm just cute. I'm not saying get out of the house right now.
Hypothetically, if there was no pandemic, no nothing,
no perfect world for you,
no pandy,
no pandy,
no pandy.
There's quite a few actually. There's quite a few that I would want to see. I don't know if they would get me out of my house. But there's quite a few that I want to see. I'm really sad that I didn't get to see Dealer when they were still a band.
Yeah, I got to see them once.
Oh, you lucky bitch!
Lucky son of a bitch. Even though like the live videos that I saw, they were not very good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they didn't blow me away, but I still enjoyed it when I saw them.
I'm sure I would too. Yeah. Alpha Wolf, I'd love to see. Dead Vectors, I'd love to see. Darknet, I'd love to see.
Dead Vectors, yes.
I'd love to see a bunch of new bands that, like, since I stopped going to shows, it's been years, and there's been plenty of new groups that have shown up that have just been incredible that I haven't gotten to see yet. So there's a bunch on that list, but I just I'm just a little bitch, dude. Like, I don't want to go drive to Sacramento. I don't want to do it.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fair. I was expecting you to be like, oh man, like Slipknot or like something like
I've seen
Ozzy Osbourne. I don't know, something crazy. It's, but I mean definitely like some of these bands like Dead Vectors I would love to fucking see. I got into them sometime around in the summer, and that'd be a band I'd love to see. Alpha Wolf would be a band I'd love to see. I'm also just a whore when it comes to that kind of thing too. Though, is I'll just go see whatever whatever I can do to get out of the house.
It's funny you bring up Slipknot too, because like I'm at a crossroads with that band. So their fan base. All right, I won't even go there. But anyway, so I haven't liked any of their music since like 2002. Yeah. So I don't know if I can legitimately call myself a fan of the band anymore. Like I was a fan of an era of that band, and that's why, like, I have a fucking Slipknot tattoo. I loved the band, loved them. I still love that era. I think it's one of the best, eras in metal fucking period.
Yeah.
It's so good. But I haven't liked their music for...
Is it records, like, just in general, like albums years? You just haven't enjoyed? Or is it like... Because
everything since...
The last album, I didn't like everything off that album. I liked a few songs that I was like, okay, like Neo Forte, I really enjoy. I like that build up. I like the music video is really cool. I like the aesthetic that they went with that video. Like, I like a lot of I wouldn't say a lot. And then in the Gray Chapter, there was like Devil and I enjoyed. It wasn't like the records were impeccable, but I get what you mean. But like, I just curious to the fact that like, are there some songs that you're like, okay, like I see what you're trying to do, but I'm not picking up, or is it just like I can't do it at all?
Everything. Volume 3 was the first album that I was like, okay, I can pick maybe one or two off of this album where I can get on board with that. But everything after that, it's, All Hope Is Gone to whatever fucking album just came out now. Like I just can't do it anymore, dude. Like,
so do you go whenever a new, like let's say Slipknot releases a new record today? Okay, do you like, okay, let me listen to it front to back and judge it from that?
No.
Will you not even judge it?
I did. Point 5 was the last album I tried to do that with, because I had so much love for Slipknot and so much respect that I tried. I wanted to be a fan of them again. I think Point 5 was the last one that I was like, okay, I'm going to listen start to finish. Please give me something that I can attach myself to. And it was unsuccessful, just like the other albums.
Not to pick a fight with you, okay? I love you.
Let's go.
I love you. No matter what happens, I love you.
Let's go.
So would you say that that's fair though? Like, if you listen to the last album, I would argue that a lot of stuff that I did enjoy from their last record had a lot of that early influence from some of those older records that really made me feel nostalgic in a certain sense. But like, if you haven't given them a chance, how can you say you don't know if you?
No, I hear you on that. Yeah. I hear you on that. But there's also other factors with, like Corey Taylor, for example.
Oh God, the rapper or the metal?
I just can't do it with that fucking guy. I can't fucking do it with that guy, dude. He says the dumbest shit. He does the dumbest shit. Like, I don't think there's anything that could bring me back to being the fan that I was as a kid for Slipknot. At this point, it's too far gone. Mm-hmm. Like I said, Point 5 was the last album that I was like, okay, I really want to be a fan again. Please give me something. After that, and after all the fucking Corey Taylor bullshit and his new project, Corey motherfucking Taylor, like, dude, sit and spin, dude. It's just, there's nothing.
I'm not going to defend that. No, I'm not going to defend that at all. But I will. My argument to it is, especially as I've gotten older, my detachment from bands, I've definitely, like, I'll use Bring Me the Horizon as an example. Like, that is, I could honestly say, one of my, probably the all-time favorite band for me. Like, I grew up loving them. It was one of the bands that kind of got me into the genre, that really helped me understand things a little bit better. Because, like, when you're younger and you're listening to this music for the first time, your thought process is like, I can't understand some of this stuff. It's all screaming, blah, blah, blah. That was one of those transitional bands that helped me understand, like, okay, I can enjoy this style of music and hear the lyrics and understand what's going on and hear the story. Yada, yada, yada. And that band opened that door for me to really articulate what other bands were trying to say, like black metal. I can listen to black metal now and understand a good chunk of it the first listen through. And that was one of those bands, like Bring the Horizon was one of those bands that opened the door and made it feel like I could enjoy this music. Metal? No, but I'm saying, like, in general, like, that sounds like a reach. But what I'm saying, like, it was like,
come on, like, man.
To my... So starting point would be Bring Me the Horizon to, like, now my palette is open because of that band opening the door for me. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So now I don't feel uncomfortable trying to get into new music and feel intimidated rather to listen to new music that I never really got into, like black metal or death metal, things like that. I can confidently listen to it because those bands beforehand gave me the confidence to be like, oh, I can understand this. I know the structure now. I understand how they're doing these patterns, yada, yada, yada. Does that, like, that's what I'm getting at is like, so what I'm getting at is like, with bands like Slipknot and stuff like now, like I get the detachment that you're having, but like I'm not as attached to Bring Me the Horizon anymore. I love them. I still think that they're a great, phenomenal band, but like whenever they put out something that I'm not crazy about, I'll give it my listen through. Like they put out a song called Die For You that it's really poppy. It has some little heavy moments there and here and there, and that's cool, but like it's not what I want from the band. And I don't put that emotional attachment to it, because then I'll be like you, like, man, I got all these fucking Bring Me the Horizon tattoos. It's some bullshit. They're out here doing this poppy shit.
And I don't regret my Slipknot tattoo, by the way, because like I said,
what do you got? I want to know, actually. Just like just the old school logo?
Star.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right there.
Oh, it's a rare leg sighting. You don't ever get to see Eric's legs. It's beautiful.
they're really fucking hairy. They're not nice to look at. But yeah, I want to make it clear too. It's like because I hear what you're saying, and I used to be that kid. Like I used to get attached to bands like that and get emotional about it, and and I guess maybe like when we were kids, maybe it was situational. Like it just didn't feel like there was that much more stuff out there, and if there was, we couldn't find it because the internet wasn't what it is today. It was really difficult to kind of find new music, and so it played more into you having that attachment to a band that you love so much. But these days, going back to my point to why I just don't fucking care about Slipknot anymore, is because there's so much shit out there. There's better shit out there. And at no point, in recent years have I been like, oh, there's a lack for music out there. Maybe I'll go back and try and be a fan of Slipknot again.
That's true.
Never. So
I like that argument. That's fair. I have a really bad nostalgic kind of thing. Like I do have a tendency, like I'll go through these periods where I'm like, you know what? All week I'm gonna listen to fucking Body Count and just listen to the old shit, listen to the new shit because I like the new shit. I'll have those days where I want to go back and listen to like Ozzy or listen to old school shit, whatever the case may be. But like I get what you mean too. There's a lot of new music, and in our line of work, we are constantly fed new music, and it's awesome. But there is, I guess I'd be going back on my word a little bit. There is a little bit of emotional attachment. I like genres. I get attached to styles and voices rather than
100%.
Or like I'm a sucker for a good bass line, or shit like that, or like a fucking stupid fast drummer. Like things like that. I am a sucker for.
I'm still learning too. Like I'm still struggling with that attachment shit, because I had that with Thornhill, and I also had that partially with Northlane. And both of their most recent releases made me want to eat a shotgun.
Yeah. So what was the vocalist's name was it Anthony? I think was his name. The original vocalist for Northlane. I can't remember. But I loved his voice. Quantum Flux is still like World Eater, like Aspire, like that record. I still jam front to back. That was the first legitimate piece of merch I bought from a band, like a live show, was a Northlane windbreaker that says World Eater, and it has like a serpent eating the world on the back. I fucking love Northlane. I just got really happy. I'm sorry.
That's funny because you love the vocals and stuff, but when I listen to Northlane, it's only instrumentals.
So I do love the instrumentals too. I have went on periods where I've done that too. The new vocalist after Anthony, after that record where they got the new vocalist because the vocalist had vocal cord issues or something, I dropped it. I couldn't get into it. It just didn't hit me the same. But some of the newer stuff,
they had a couple songs
every now
on there that were like, they're pretty decent. Like
some of the stuff I can.
I thought it was a decent album. Just
I get attached to. It's not the same. I get attached to certain voices and personas for sure. I'll get attached to guitarists. I'll get attached to stuff like that. But like as a whole, though, I haven't been the only band.
Does anybody
nowadays,
get attached to bassists?
I do. Are you kidding me? I love bassists. I love bassists. One of my favorite. It's gonna sound stupid because we're talking like hardcore, like beat down metal. But like one of my favorite bassists is Piggy D from Rob Zombie. I love him so much. Nice. But like Piggy D,
I'm just fucking with bassists, dude. I
know you are. There's a bass sitting right there, bitch. I'll slap that bitch right now. No, I'm the same way though. Like the only band I can say that I'm 100% attached to right now that I will fucking rep to the day I die is probably Kublai Khan. They have never let me down, and I don't think that they're ever gonna just get soft on me. Just because Matt does not seem like the soft motherfucker. No. Everything he says is just mean.
there's some genres where we're safe because or somewhat safe.
Yeah.
Because there's the unspoken boundaries. It's got to be really fucking rare for you to find like a badass hardcore band that starts doing pop punk or some shit like that, you know?
It's very 180, yeah, true.
Yeah, I think some bands like that we can kind of just relax and be like, okay, you know? We're going to get a good trajectory with this. This is going to have a long life and this is going to be great. So I can get invested.
Crazy. Yeah.
But with metalcore bands and deathcore bands,
that
anything's
180
possible.
That 180 coming, baby.
Anything's
that 180
possible.
could come.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
I agree with that sentiment too. I don't think Beatdown is gonna change for anytime soon. I don't think
that'd be a rough one.
I think that style is just, you can't just add clean vocals to any of that shit. It just wouldn't work. I don't think it would work. Like imagine Resentment from Kublai Khan and there's just clean somewhere. I'd be very upset. I would not be okay.
Yeah, if they just throw it. Oh, I hate my dad.
Oh, but
they just throw that in there.
Fuck. No. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. That makes a lot of sense. That actually makes me feel safe. I feel like I'm gonna sleep soundly tonight because of that.
There you go. Happy to help.
Oh my god. Yeah, music is it's a beautiful thing. It's chaotic though, but I've tried not to be too attached to anything. I think I'm more attached to genres or styles rather than actual bands outside of Kublai Khan. That'd be like the biggest thing that I'm just like, I fucking love everything they do.
I've talked about, I don't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead,
I want
go
to
ahead.
talk about this before I forget. It's a tiny little topic. Take 2 seconds. But do you remember back in the day, even nowadays, more so back in the day, because like I said, the internet wasn't what it was, but you'll hear a band, it'll be some nasty fucking guttural vocals. It'll sound brutal as shit. And you hop up on Google Images and you're like, let me fucking check out this band, dude. And it's some like 4'7" nerd with glasses, hair down to his ass. Like, I love that shit.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I don't know about you guys, but I love hearing something and getting that image in my head and going to look for the image and getting something
And it's
that's
not what you expect.
Completely different. I'm like, what the fuck? I think the latest band that did that to me, I think is called Monasteries.
Oh, I have. I know what you're talking about too. That's
you know what?
funny.
And so I heard the music by itself without any image, and then I pulled up the music video. I was like,
oh shit!
How the fuck is that coming from that? That makes no sense, and I love it. Yeah, it's that kind of shit. Like, have you guys experienced that?
I can't pick out a band off the top of my head. I'd say Cane Hill would be like one that thing, because like when I hear Cane Hill, it doesn't. When I see Cane Hill, I was like, what? Why are you so tiny? Like, you're a little man. Like, you got like the side parted hair and it's all poofy. You're clean shaven. There's no tattoos or nothing. Well, I think he's tatted now. But when I first listened to him, I was like, bro, you don't look tough. Like, bro, I'll beat your ass. Like,
interesting.
But
interesting.
I mean, I haven't had like a purely shock factor like that. Like nothing that really stands out that I can think of. Like, well, maybe Fit for a King. When I heard Fit for the King for the first time, I didn't expect Ryan to be such a small man. Like he's very tiny himself. Sorry, Ryan. If you're listening,
Bobby and Jared are fucking giants.
If you're listening, Ryan, I'm so sorry. I love you.
I took a picture with them at a sax show, and I was like, "Dad."
Oh my god, with Bobby and him, dude. They came and played that little church show.
I'm average as fuck height, dude. I'm 5'10".
Oh yeah, well I'm 6'1". I'm a little taller than you. It's okay. I'll dunk on you. It's whatever.
Right, how much you weigh though?
$150.
How much you weigh, dog?
About 150.
$150?
150. Do you see this? I'm thin.
Bro, I weigh 200. I weigh 200 pounds. That's 50 more pounds than you. That's crazy.
I do not know why, but like I've had a high metabolism my entire life. My mom always thought I was malnourished, but I would eat like no problem. My doctor was like, "Yeah, man, like just have a high metabolism." He was like, "You're telling me I drink all the time." My doctor was like, "Dude, one day your metabolism is just gonna crash and you're gonna start getting chunky." And I was like, "That'd be funny." Imagine I just wake up at 40 and just kind of thick. Like that'd be hilarious to me. First of all,
for your build, it'll probably just be a gut. I don't think your whole body is gonna get fat. You just have a gut.
I'm not gonna brag or talk about it. I'm very athletically ripped, and I don't do nothing outside of like your everyday like just normal routine. Like I work out, but like not anything heavy. I do a lot of basic cardio shit for the most part, or crunches and ab workouts and stuff like that. That's it. I'm prideful on my abs, and that's it. It's the only thing I ever get paid on. Well,
none of that.
When Stella was born, me and Tay were like, "Hey,
100%.
let's make sure we're healthy for the most part. Let's like, so we do. I'm out me and Tay real quick. We do yoga 3 times a week, which I recommend. Yoga is really good because
yoga's tough.
It's tough, but it's really nice and peaceful. It's a good like little meditation thing. Highly recommend it for the mental health.
I like peaceful.
You say that, and then you do it, and you're like, "Man, I'm gonna go to sleep on this yoga mat."
I have done it.
Okay, so you should know.
I have done it.
Did you want to be chaotic all the time?
Yeah, pretty much.
So 3 times a week we'll try to do yoga. We'll me and her both have our own individual workouts, and then on our in our dining room we have like a little fucking dry erase board, and we have Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday, and we write down all the food that we're gonna eat and what we want to eat for dinner. We go and get the food. We don't meal prep. We just plan for what we're gonna do for dinner, I guess. So like lunches and stuff like that, we'll kind of sort of meal prep, but like not even nothing crazy.
Those kinds of people.
Well, this again, the argument is we want to be healthy and not be like dying by the time our kids want to kick it with us.
I'm fucking with you.
It's good.
No,
it's a
great.
lifestyle choice.
That's great.
I still drink it.
Get all healthy and shit.
I get trashed all the time.
Like that. My lady and I, we just pick what we want last minute.
It's the argument I'd have on that is like it's nice not knowing or not having to like frantically be like, damn, what the fuck we want to eat. We have those moments every now and then, but like for the most part, I know, and we don't do the same shit every week. I'm trying to think, like the other night we did fucking salmon with fucking sweet potatoes, or we did Taco Tuesday. We do that shit like that. You don't like salmon?
Oh.
Come on, man, grow up. What are we doing? Grow up, Eric.
Fuck that.
We did our own sushi rolls the other night. We made our own sushi. We got all that.
Dude, you're gonna.
That sounds pretty good, yeah.
You don't like sushi? Grow up, okay, Eric? It is the
I don't mind sushi. I could get behind sushi.
Sushi's the shit.
Hell no.
You can put whatever you want in there, babe.
All right, I'm gonna put some fucking carne asada in that roll.
You know, I imagine that probably would be amazing. First of all,
yeah, that would.
The little fusion cuisine. There we go. I actually might have to hit Tava about that.
It's so funny too, cause like the meat's cooked.
Okay, dude.
Whoa.
You know what?
Whoa,
you just gotta be cultured, okay? It's all about the culinary culture.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
They're gonna give you the raw carne salad meat instead.
Dude, it's fucked up.
Fucking asada fries, dude. I'm chilling.
Oh my god. All right. Well, you know what? That cardiac arrest coming, babe. Just kidding.
Well, I'm ready, baby.
I'll do the carne asada too.
Ready.
I'll do the carne too. I'm lying. We did what's it called? What's the fancy tacos? The birria tacos. We did those recently too. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all are in California. Y'all don't know about the birria tacos? Where you take the tortillas, you dip it in the consomme, and you put it with the Oaxaca cheese, the Mexican like fried tacos.
Yeah.
Eric, you're in California. You don't even know that?
Times, yeah.
Oh my God. Look it up and you'll be like, hey, babe, let's get to cooking. This shit sound amazing. Yeah. The birria tacos are incredible. It's like guajillo chilies and all this other. You make your own chili sauce. You put the chili sauce, you let it stew for like 6 hours. Then you take the sauce or the meat and you put it in the sauce, let it cook for another 6 hours. And then you take the tortillas, you dip it in the sauce. You put
that bad boy.
You put the meat, you put the cheese, and then you on a hot skillet, you fry it on both sides. The cheese gets melty, the sauce is melty.
Hold on.
You get me excited.
Hold on. Stop it.
Stop.
12 hours.
It's a lot of prep, but I'm telling you.
Fuck that, son.
You can do it quicker, but like that's the proper way to do it because, and if you do it right, you get like a big enough portion that you have tacos for like the next like week.
I refuse.
Oh my God. Okay, well then go to your local taco shop and tell me you want some birria tacos.
Hours, bro, to make a fucking taco?
I might be exaggerating. It might be like 8.
That's
something like that.
Still just absurd.
Well, because it's like you started in the morning, and then by the time dinner comes around, you're ready to eat. That's not absurd.
Okay. All right. No, so this is for people who like really enjoy eating. And to be fair,
that's if you want to cook it.
Yeah, that's an easy fucking answer. No.
Okay, well then go to the taco shop. Tell them you want the birria tacos, and you're in there.
Yeah, maybe in that case, but Yeah, like that's one thing that I really miss about smoking weed too. Because nowadays, like, if I could fucking take a pill that would sustain myself so I didn't have to eat all day, I would do it. I don't give a shit about food anymore. I barely eat sweets.
Are you kidding me?
It sucks fucking ass, bro. I don't want it to be this way. I want to enjoy my food, but I can't. I just don't care anymore.
You're gonna tell me. You will look me. I don't know how y'all do it in California, but you're gonna tell me that you don't have that prideful look whenever you just throw like a burger on a grill and you see that sizzle and you just fucking throw cheese on that bitch. You smash it. You let the cheese go. You don't get that satisfaction from portioning out your own meat and like getting like, you know what I'm talking about, like. Making your own food and then eating said food is a whole new world. That's the one thing from the Pandy that I love, is that I got really into cooking. Like, our kitchen is full of spices, full of natural ingredients, full of homegrown products that I'm very prideful about, okay? All right? I cook a lot of good food, and I've learned the culinary arts, but you will not talk about cooking like that, I swear to God.
No, it's my wife and I do cook a lot. Like, most of meals that we eat during the week, we cook them. And yeah, it's a lot of home eating. But when we do go out and eat, yeah, that's okay. I'll give it to you. That's when I enjoy eating. When I don't have to make it, and I go out and so it takes me 10 minutes to get my food, and it tastes delicious. I'm like, okay, you know what? This is efficient.
I'm not gonna lie. The fine dining experience, I do agree. It has a place, like for anniversaries and stuff. It works, but
that's what gives me a boner. Not making my own burger. Okay.
So
I get dine out boners, not dining out boners.
Oh my fucking. So paint the picture for me. You and your wife are cooking, right? What are y'all doing there? Is it silent, or like how do you guys go about it?
You just talk.
I'll tell you ours in a minute.
We just talk. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll paint the picture for you, okay?
No, nothing.
We have this big ass speaker in our kitchen. We throw it up. We play whatever we're in the mood for. I think the last time we listened to like Creedence and Clearwater Revival, because we were just in our southern vibe. Anyway, because I like a lot of different shit. It's not all metal with me, okay? All right? Whatever. And we'll play some music. We'll get a thing of wine. And we'll sit there and like, I'll take over one thing and she'll take over the other. And it's just like well-oiled machine of me and her just kind of like throwing each other ingredients, giving Stella something to sample. There's like that environment. That's why we kind of have fun with it. But I mean, we definitely try to make it fun, just for the sheer fact of like, we like cooking a lot, and we like getting creative. Like, yeah, I can make a steak and whatever, but what if I, instead of cooking it on a skillet, what if I try to reverse sear it? Or what if I try to do it like this? Or what if I, instead of using this seasoning, we try this seasoning and see how this crust comes out? Like, we like experimenting with a lot of our food too.
Yeah.
You know, does that make sense? Like, we mix it up. It makes really fucking weird
sense, but we are fucking polar opposites. Like, my wife and I are the if it ain't broke, don't fix it type. Also, if I put on my music, she would try and kick my nutsack. If she put on her music, my ears would bleed. So there's no fucking cohesive kitchen music going on. That's out of the question.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, well, you know.
Yeah, it's just a lot of conversation. Usually we cook the same things. We might try something new, but lately it's just been like the frozen pre-made shit from Trader Joe's that we're cooking.
We do that too.
Because it's easy as fuck, quick as fuck, and we can get straight to the TV to watch whatever the fuck we're watching.
So like, that's
like the only time of day that we have together.
We'll do stuff like that with the Trader Joe's. Like we did, they have like this, Trader Joe's has like this like pulled pork, like already like cooked kind of thing. You just have to heat it up, right? But like, and we'll do nachos, but we were like, all right, instead of just throwing that on there, let's cut up some tomatoes, let's cut up some onions, let's cut up this, let's cut up that, and we'll load it up. We'll throw it down on that too.
She's a foodie. She's really healthy. She's probably the reason why my heart still works. But yeah, because if it were up to me, bro, I'd be fucking on the ground back there. But yeah, so she does all the greens and the nice, you know, healthy shit, and adding more flavors to the food and all that good stuff. She takes care of.
Well, your shit just gonna be bland if you do it.
And I'm like, okay, sure. What the fuck is that? What is that? Where did that? It's green, but it looks like it came from fucking Pandora. Well, all right, I'll cut it up and I'll put it in.
I don't know, man, but like maybe I'm profiling both of y'all, but I was thinking like, oh, y'all are from California. Y'all probably are like vegan and like eat salads, or I don't know what.
Fucking take it back. That's not funny. Take it back. Hell no, bro.
But I'm just saying, initially,
about?
like, you think California, a lot of people think like, oh, let's just all this bougie ass food in small portions, blah blah blah. Here in the South, we load up everything. We go hard with the spices. Everything is seasoned. Your water is seasoned in the South, bro.
Oh my god.
That's
I definitely know some vegan people.
It's some good.
I mean,
I'm sure you run into quite a few more of those than I do. I'm in the Central Valley, dude. We still got a good portion of rednecks here and a lot of Mexican food and that kind of shit. There's no fucking foo-foo shit here. There is, but it's kind of hidden.
My perception was that though, like, you think San Diego, you think California,
and that's everybody who doesn't live in California. They think, oh my god, palm trees and amazing weather, and
you guys drink straight out of coconuts, don't y'all?
God, can I go to California?
Y'all drink straight out of coconuts, don't y'all? Y'all have straight coconuts that y'all drink out of daily, don't it?
No, it's not true. Live in the Central Valley. It gets fucking 110 degrees in summer. It's miserable as shit, dry heat. Fucking no palm trees, no beaches, no mountains. You're in the valley. It's gross as shit. That's California. That's my California.
You have to literally live on the beach to fucking have good weather the whole time.
People are
that
insane.
Sucks. Well, I'm not gonna say the South is any better because a lot of our weather and stuff here is very like it's December and it was 72 yesterday here and I don't know why. It's scaring me for global warming and all that, but whatever.
Yeah, that's sussy.
Yeah, and then but like tomorrow it's supposed to be getting the 40s, and then Wednesday jump back in like the 60s. It's like really Memphis flip flops constantly, and it's a running joke because like last year at the end of middle of January we just snow everywhere, and then a week later, fucking springtime. It was weird. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I mean, it's weird here too. I'm not gonna lie. I would say though, like the way we do food down here is, and that's probably attributes to a majority of the way I like to eat food is this straight up like everyone loads up everything. Like your portions are so huge here. You can go to a fancy restaurant here and get a fuck ton of food for what what you pay for. It's a culture here too. But I imagine there's other places that are fucking. What word did you use? Foo-foo? Everything's foo-foo.
Foo-foo, yeah.
It's a foo-foo
That
shit.
shit foo-foo.
That shit's straight foo-foo, dog.
I wanted to briefly touch on it just because everybody's been hyped on it for the last 10 minutes. We can talk about it, but everybody's been hyped about this for the past 2 weeks. Everybody's been grinding Halo Infinite. It's been a fucking blast on my end. It's been fun seeing Erica get super competitive. I feel like I don't want to harp too much on it because, like I said, we got about 15 minutes left on the pod, and it makes me so happy that a game like Halo has so far hit all of the buttons for me. There's issues with the game, there's progression issues, there's customization issues, but the core gameplay and the game itself fucking works. Like, I'm so happy to be playing something that's not a battle royale. I'm happy to be playing something that's not published by Activision or Blizzard. I'm happy that I'm playing a game that I can get in and get out with friends with crossplay and have no fucking issues. I know we aggressively changed subjects, but I'm very fucking happy about Halo and about the things that it's been doing. And to be honest, like I'm on TikTok pretty aggressively, like throughout my days. Like it's one of the big things for social media for me where I just flip through TikTok all day. And it's so fucking funny to me to see Call of Duty fucking content creators not know what the fuck is happening in Halo because it's not instant kills. There's way too much skill for people to handle. And it makes me so happy. Next pod, we can talk more about this too, because I could go on and on. But fuck Call of Duty players that have been. It's so funny to me. It makes me so happy seeing them just fucking getting their ass stomped in Halo. It makes me so fucking happy. The content creators have been losing their mind on it. Like everything I've seen, and Halo has been a blast. And next week we get the fucking campaign, and I can't wait to fucking play it. I can't wait to get lost in the world again. And it's been exciting to see a different competitive shooter. I think Splitgate really I wouldn't say opened the door, but really got us all warmed up with the whole arena style shooter. And now I think Halo, man, has put us where we need to be, man. It's so cool to see Halo on the top right now. Fuck Call of Duty. I'm gonna say it one more time just in case no one heard me, but fuck Call of Duty. What do you guys think about the game so far?
I'm loving it. I mean, it fucking pisses me off like crazy. But yeah, it's nice, dude. I like it. I think also like it's pretty impressive how they've like it's been around forever, dude, and they still made it seem somewhat fresh.
Yeah.
Which is, but that's situational because I'm making up for 10 plus years of not playing Halo.
Yeah.
So I never played when I was a kid. I never played multiplayer matches. I'd do a 1v1. Yeah, I'd do like a 1v1 at my buddy's house or some shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I never played multiplayer until Halo 5, and that was only for, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks. So I have to learn so much more, so much quicker than everybody else who has been playing this game for 10 plus years. So that's been pretty difficult, but I seem to be doing okay.
It got you out of your ranked shell too, which makes me really happy. We talked about it before the pod, but it's just really cool to see your chat, like Wales and a lot of the other people that hop in my chat after you get off. They all have said, like last night, that they were really happy to see you get sweaty, which is because you're a really fun personality in your own
assholes.
Right. They love you. It's funny to see you. They love seeing your personality in that sense because
they like seeing me suffer, dog.
But that's what it is.
They like to
mine chat too. Mine too. But I honestly I like seeing you play something like that because last time we played, I think we played Big Team Battle with everybody, and it was just fun for you to pick up. It was fun me hearing you pick up weapons and be like, "What the fuck does this do?" Like, it's fun because you're new.
By the way,
I'm sure. It's fun just because you are new to it. It gives you a chance to fully experience a lot of shit, and it's really fun to see. And like I said, you getting into ranked, it's cool to see you get competitive in that nature because it's something you should attribute to Halo because like you wouldn't touch ranked in Apex despite its sweaty nature and all that. But in Halo,
even though the whole game, because both of those share the same sentiment, like everything's sweaty now. Yeah. So like it got to the point like when I first opened Halo, it was great, super fun, and then I started getting into SBMM matches, and I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Fuck this. I might as well have something to work towards, like a fucking rank, and that actually might help the skill-based matchmaking thing a little bit more because I'll start out at the bottom, and it'll assess me and put me in the correct position. So. And that's what happened. And I've been liking ranked a lot. Also, using the BR is a lot more difficult and a lot more fun than using an AR.
The gunfights feel like I'll attribute that to Apex because Apex, if you're in a one-on-one fight in Apex, if you lose that fight, Apex is very gun skill heavy to the sense that like if you lose that fight one-on-one,
it's more movement based, but gun skill is definitely important.
It plays a big part, but like if I was in a 1v3 in Apex, a good player can handle that. For the most part, it's the third parties that really fuck up the game. But like in Halo, it's primarily like if I lose a gunfight, I don't have that urge to be like, oh, that dude's cheating or oh, that dude is doing this or whatever. In Halo, if I feel like I lost a fight, I feel like I was like, man, fuck, I should have done this better. Or I feel like I blame myself more in a more rational sense than I would in any other game, and that should say something to the mechanics of the game.
That's true.
It's highly based on the player and how they play. So like whenever I'm sweating, it's not that I'm sweating, it's I'm trying to be in the game. I'm trying to think about what I'm doing. And it's different from Apex. Apex, there's a lot of other variables. The circle's closing in. Other players are doing this. You have to worry about team comp. You have to worry about the other team's comp. Third parties, abilities, all that stuff. Yeah, like in Halo, I can just focus on my gun. I can focus on my team. And if there's an objective, like you can ask Dennis, but last night, me and him and Wales, we were having fun. We were coordinating, we were talking, and it was fucking fun. That hasn't happened in a long time, and I plan on playing Halo for the good long run. And it's nice to see, Rosie, can you hit my chair, babe? Thank you. It's good to see Halo back in a top dog position. And yeah, like I said, the game has some issues. There's a few weapons I would like to see tuned a little differently. I still feel like the shotgun needs a little bit more of a buff. I think 3 hits is not enough. I feel like it should be 2 hits.
And it's still in beta, right? So they have plenty of time to fix
and that's another thing is the developers have answered some problems with progression rather quickly, even during the holiday and everything. Like now that you get over 6 games, you get an XP boost, which is nice. Or I imagine here in the next couple weeks with the game being launched that they're going to change. They talked about changing the playlist so you can pick just a Slayer game or just an oddball game. And they've addressed it. And that's nice to see early in a beta because that means when the game's launched and we're live that things are going to be cohesive with the community and things are going to be where we want them to be. And it has the potential to keep a game without a BR. Now, obviously, if Halo had a BR, it'd be really fun, and I'd be down to play it too. But like a majority of the fun comes from the core gameplay, and that's what's exciting to see. Because I'm not playing fucking Fortnite. I'm not building no shit. I'm not playing Call of Duty, running and sliding constantly. I'm not playing Apex, fucking worried about abilities and RNG with fucking guns that I land on. It's just me focusing on the game, and that's fucking relieving in a sense. And these kids, I'm gonna say it, these fucking kids have no idea the shit I went through back in Halo 2 and Halo 3, okay? Nobody does. These little fucking Call of Duty spoiled kids don't know, okay? This Halo life is something serious. That's the only game I ever went competitive and played professionally for was Halo. Me and my buddy Ian played for a team here locally, and we played competitively at tournaments and stuff because Halo has always had that fluidity, and it's fucking awesome. God, I'm out of breath. Fuck Call of Duty. Sorry.
No, I think with Halo in specific, like I think the best thing about it for me is that it simplifies all the right things, and it gives the other shit, like the fun stuff, it gives that room to breathe, like picking up a grapple or getting your fucking whatever it's called, the thruster thing, pushing people away.
Yeah. Like, I love that fucking thing.
It simplifies the core values, which are what's gonna get somebody to play the game. So it brings you to a level playing field like that, all kind of like, it all depends on basically gun skill, but movement is actually a really big part of this Halo. It was in Halo 5 too, which I like a lot. I feel like it's just kind of doing all the right things right now. It's
got that old school Halo feel, but it's got enough new shit in the game to make it feel new, but without, like, Halo 5 was added a lot of new shit, and the game was a lot faster too. And with Halo Infinite, I feel like they toned it a lot of the speed stuff down, and they focused more on those gunfights. You can tell by just the way they designed the maps. The maps are smaller. They're meant for these close quarter arena fights, and it's
whoever designed the two maps though, like the one that's like completely outside with the palm trees and it has the 2 points that everybody goes to snipe the rest of the people.
Oh yeah,
whoever designed that map, I don't like you. And then the other one, it's basically just like it's one little lane, and then you have the thing that shoots you over. You know what I'm talking about? It's fucking big.
From the big team battle one?
No, it's not in big team. It's you know which one I'm talking about, right, Dennis? It's like a red and gray color palette.
Not the streets, because the streets don't shoot you up. Then there's the bazaar. No. There's the training grounds.
It's not the sand one, right?
No, the sand one is the one he was talking
about first.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking about.
This one is, I think it's the biggest in like the quick play.
Playlist. I think I might know what you're talking about.
I think I do too. I just can't remember the name of it.
But I don't know the name.
Yeah, that map too. Also, fuck you. Those two maps, get them out of there, dude. I'm so happy they're not in fucking ranked. They still got to get the palm tree one out of ranked, but it'd be perfect, honestly, if that was out of there. I just fucking hate
it really would.
My favorite thing with the maps, though, even the ones that we hate, the rotations feel good. I feel like if I want to make a play, whether it's capture the flag or whether it's oddball, I feel like the rotations are set up perfectly to where, like, if I want to flank somebody, it gives you a fair chance on the attacking side, and it gives you a fair chance on the defense side. The rotations make sense. And if you're gonna, you just have to make. No, you're fine. No,
I don't like the play style that it promotes, which is grab a long range weapon, sit on height, and do nothing.
But everything,
that's not fun for me.
Everything you do in that game is easily punishable if you know what you're doing. Every gun.
Not if the whole team is like.
If the whole team's
inside of each other.
Yeah, it does encourage
not
team
much
game.
You can do there.
It definitely encourages the team aspect of it, but not every team plays like that, and a lot of them have a tendency to spread out. It just depends on the objective. If you're doing Slayer, people have a tendency to spread out. If you're doing Oddball, people have a tendency to group up, and then Capture the Flag, they kind of spread out as well. But there's a lot of other good game modes that they would definitely. I could see Halo profiting from. Like I was talking with Marshall the other day. Shout out Marshall, I wish he was on the episode. But like Griffball, I can't wait for them to add that, or Infection, or some of the crazier game modes that are like more party style. There's just room for them to do much. And I think they've even talked about adding new weapons, adding more maps here soon.
That'd be cool, yeah.
There's more events coming here soon. And it's just so exciting. It's so...
That should all be super fun, yeah.
Oh my God. And like the content with it, like it's gonna be fun to make content off of it. And
Fix the fucking customization shit though, please.
Yes, I cannot wait for them to do that, because I got this. I have I've spent money on Halo. I'm not gonna lie. I have the Sentinel armor, the white and red, because I like the Sentinels.
Yeah.
I fuck with the esports team, and I really wish I could switch some stuff out, like, you know, like color palettes, or change it up a little bit, just because I like how the armor looks, but I want to like change some stuff up, or make both of the arms red instead of just one, or something. Like, I wish it would let me do a little bit more with the palette, but
just let us earn it. From playing.
There's time though.
Microtransaction shit is crazy. It's so stupid.
It is, and they have addressed that too, and said that they're gonna change some stuff. But like, I agree. Like the samurai armor, like I think that it's really dumb that like you have to buy a majority of that out of the store instead of just getting whatever out of the free event. They should have some stuff that you can earn freely. And also, I mean, I don't mind doing the stuff in the store. It makes sense for a free game, but you know,
that part I do understand. But like, if you're gonna make basically everything that's, you know, customizable, that's cool, you're gonna put that into a microtransaction.
I agree.
That's a little on purpose low. At that point. Yeah,
that's a little low.
The thing that's got me,
which is fine. Like it is what it is. It's just small gripe. Like the game is great. Yeah. This is fucking aesthetics that we're talking about. It's not that important.
Yeah, true.
It is. I agree. The last thing I'll say on this is like with season 1 being the Heroes of Reach, which I don't know if you ever played Halo Reach, Eric, but the nostalgia I feel from playing with some of these character models and getting some of these cool armors from the iconic series itself is exciting. But like, if you played the Master Chief Collection, they got really crazy at the end with adding different armor, like gladiator style armor and a whole bunch of other really cool things. It's got me excited to see like if Halo keeps up this pace with their player base and the cross-play and all this other fun stuff that they're doing, if they're making the changes with the community, season 2, season 3 and beyond, man, they can go in a lot of cool directions that would make me so happy. Like there's a lot of stuff in the Halo lore, for example, that all this like crazy style armor. Like, I don't know if you remember in Halo 3, if you ever played, they had the Hayabusa armor, which was basically this really badass ninja, not a samurai, a fucking ninja with like a katana on his back. And it was so fucking cool. Like they have potential to do some cool fucking shit.
Yeah.
What a fucking nerd.
Dude,
I hear him nerding out.
Telling me right now, like that shit wouldn't be cool. It'd be dope. No, I'm excited for Halo, and I definitely think we could talk more about this, and we might hear next episode. But does anybody else have anything they want to add before we close out today?
I'm good, man.
No, I'm chilling.
Guys, remember, you can check us all out on Twitch. I stream on Twitch every Thursday and Saturday, X Superhero Joe X, every Saturday and Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Eric, you have a new name on there. You want to promote it and talk about it? Let everybody know what you do.
Yeah, I have a new name. I do a bunch of really boring stuff that all of you will hate, so definitely don't stop by and don't watch it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Now I want to.
Don't do it.
What's the new
really
name?
Bad. New name is Ekis Colt because nobody could pronounce my other name.
Yeah, Ekis.
So yeah,
Colt,
hopefully that works. If it doesn't, then I'm
it's CVLT, correct? It'll be on the screen. They'll see it on screen.
Correct.
And you can also follow my boy Dennis at WhatItIs98 on Instagram. He's my moderator, and he hangs out with me and Eric in our streams all the time. Please check all of us out.
Always around.
Thank you guys for a lovely podcast. This was beautiful. We'll catch you guys next time on the Slam Nest podcast. Woo!
Yep.
Bye, guys.